What is up, everybody? Renfail here, and it's time. The Rogue Trader launch is upon us, and that means the month of December is going to be a crazy month. So let's talk a little bit about what you can expect to see from me for the rest of this month, because it's going to be a little more focused than it has been the past couple of months. So if you've been around for any length of time, we've typically gone and done 3 or 4 games at a time. Every once in a while, we'll pick a single game we're going to go all in on, and that'll be about 85% of the channel's content for the period of time that I'm playing that game. And that's no different than what's about to take place. So for the new people, this is more for you than anybody else. We did this with Baldur's Gate 3, we did it with Starfield, we did it with Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty DLC, we've done it before with other games, but these are the past few months. Rogue Trader is here, and that means starting today, as soon as the game is up, as soon as I'm patched and everything else, we will be starting an afternoon stream. Now, normally my stream times are 5:30 a.m. and 8 p.m., and we stream a couple hours in the morning and 2 or 3 hours at night. But on launch days, I tend to stream as soon as the game is available, and I'll stream for 3, 4, 5 hours outside of my normal schedule. So expect to see that today. Now, for the rest of this month, what you're going to see is a whole slew of Rogue Trader streams, guides, boss fights, discussions, thoughts videos, and beyond as I play through my first playthrough. I'm going to be doing a Marksman, and I've played quite a bit of beta, but because of a bug, I was actually never able to get into Chapter 2, so I've just done a lot of Chapter 1 prep, so I haven't really spoiled anything beyond that first chapter for myself, which is pretty nice. It's a cool place to be, because it means, much like with Baldur's Gate 3, I've done a lot of the early access in the early stages of the games, but I haven't seen anything beyond that, so I can take my time, explore, and really get everything out of it. I'm expecting this to take probably the full month of December. That's kind of my primary plan for the rest of the month. Now, in between the Rogue Trader sessions are going to be things like I'm continuing to explore Conquest mode of Dune's Spice Wars. I'm continuing to do World of Warcraft because that's a big part of our channel now, and it's going to be a big part throughout 2024 and the next few years as we are prepping for the World Soul Saga. So you can expect to see regular World of Warcraft content, regular Dune's Spice Wars content interspersed in between everything else. That's probably going to be the bulk of what December is, and in between there I'll throw in some movie reviews because Chris and I are still watching movies, and any shows that we decide to watch, because that's always been a part of the channel and will continue to do so. I've also had a request to do some more additions to the my favorite sci-fi and fantasy TV shows entry, so I'm going to add some more to that over the month of December as well. So that's a short version of everything that we're getting ready to do for December. Lots of Rogue Trader, but also still plenty of World of Warcraft and Dune's Spice Wars. Now, once we get beyond December, if you're in this for the long haul with us as a community, when January rolls around and I've finished Rogue Trader, we're going to be taking a look at what's the next game that we start to add into the mix. I'll probably be done with Dune's Spice Wars by that point as well. So when we get to January, the big priority is going to be ramping up things with our World of Warcraft guild and starting to do more active schedules. We're doing raids on Saturday nights, and we're going to start to add weekly events to the schedule as well. But also be looking at what's next beyond that point. The Xbox version of Baldur's Gate 3, my brain was freezing for a moment, comes out in December. I'm going to be too busy with Rogue Trader to take advantage of that when it comes out. But more than likely, if there is a gap in the schedule sometime, say, January, February, before we get to a March release, because I don't know what's coming out in like March, April, May of next year. We're going to take a look at things. I'm primarily interested in like Star Wars Outlaws, Avowed, things like that, Dune Awakening. I've talked about this before. I have a passing interest in Dragon's Dogma 2, but not enough to like, oh my god, save the date. So as we get through Rogue Trader, I don't know if I'll be able to do it all over the month of December or if this is going to bleed over into January. Knowing what I've seen from past Owlcat games, I've gotten 150 hours, 125, 150 hours out of a playthrough from their previous Pathfinder games. So I might not be able to get it all done in December. This might be something that bleeds into January. It just depends. When I was playing Baldur's Gate 3, it was sort of a similar, I did 116 hours, I think, on my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, and that took place over about 3 months. But I was playing a lot less than I plan on playing Rogue Trader because I didn't have the streaming schedule that I do now when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3. So I'm going to be, playing this game about twice as frequently as I played Baldur's Gate 3. So we'll see if we can't get it done in about 6 weeks. If I get it done quicker than that, I'm going to be genuinely surprised given how long Owlcat games usually, how big their games usually are. So anyway, that is the short version, everybody. Launch is today. As soon as I can get up and running and patched, we will be streaming Rogue Trader. I'm playing a Marksman, and you can expect to see me most mornings and most evenings, 5:30 a.m. Central and 8 p.m. Central daily on the streams. We are multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so you can follow along in both places. And if you like what you see, please support. It's really easy. If you're here on YouTube, it's a simple matter of joining as a member or just dropping a super thanks on this video or super chats on any of the live streams. And if you're on Twitch, bits, cheers, and subs, and that keeps me on the air doing this full time so that I can continue to provide you with high quality entertainment throughout the day and hopefully the nights as well. Of course, don't forget to check out all the guides that are coming out between there and all of the other things we do. Check out the playlist, join the Discord, links are down below. As soon as I can get up and running, I'll be there, everybody, and I look forward to exploring this new adventure with all of you, my fans and community members. And thanks so much for sticking around over the long haul of this channel's growth throughout 2023 and beyond. See you guys.